And welcome back to Let's Play Touhou 7 Perfect Cherry Blossom. Well, my prediction was spot on, and I only got about halfway through the stage before I imploded dramatically in a ball of flame and Ganmaku. Anyway, so I'm on normal now. I did just slightly better in that I got an extra life from points, and then I lost it, and that's the only lives I lost. So I still got all my continues. Also, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to beat this all the way through on normal. Mainly, not so much as the difficulty of the game is horrifically bad, just the difficulty of Yuzo's last spell card is. At least, that's what kept me from beating it on easy for a while, because, I mean, I literally got there with, like, all my continues intact. It's not so much as, it's, like, variations and difficulties and stuff, but it's the same crap over and over again. It's just one of those things where the slightest miscalculation means death, and you have to do a lot of calculations. Part 1 of our fight with Alice. Oh no, that was just stupid of me. Wandering right into that. That's really not a very good thing to do in these, it's just wander into bullets. It just doesn't end well. The amount of continues you have to use in this game really depends a lot on how good you are about picking up those little blue item things. Like, I probably could have at least one extra life, like that extra life to come down at me. Hey, I don't remember that. I could have saved my skin if that last mid-boss fight just then was what killed me, and I could have gotten that extra life if I'd won that. Or in Lunatic mode. I'm a little bit pissed now. Bomb! Darn it. So many blue things, but I can't get them. Oh well. Part 3 of our mid... Oh, sorry, this is the actual boss fight, my bad. I think Alice changed quite a bit over the, like, 3 years since she was, like, had the appearance of, like, a 5-year-old. I'm also not sure of the exact amount of years it was between this game and Touhou 5. I'm kidding, it's probably been much closer to like 10, I don't know. I'm a little bit tired right now, and my voice isn't quite as good as I would like it to be, or I would probably at least sing a few lyrics to that Merciful the Precious Thing song or whatever. But oh, why not? I'm pretty sure that every country name in here is in that one part of that song. If you've seen the song, you know what I'm talking about. Like the red-haired Dutch dolls. I forget which country that actually is. I'm pretty sure there's not a country called, like, Deathland. I'm willing to say it's like Holland, which was in the song. Enough about country. You're good about curving and dodging bullets diagonally, then you're good. Spinny. Texans tries to give you at least one person a seizure in each game. I think in random border that I'm not sure what triggers you. Oh man, I always wait until the last second, and then I wait one last second too long, and then I can't use the free bomb, and then I'm sad. I don't care if I got like 1,000,000 something points. I have 1,000,000 points. I don't even notice. I guess I just hit that extra point threshold. That works fine. If you notice the point thing over there on the side, it's sort of like, it's basically like the system that was in Touhou 8 that I'll talk about in there. where you get a certain amount of them and then you're like, oh yeah, extra life. Woo! I mean to say for a bunch of these games, I feel really sorry for anyone who tries to go through my Let's Plays in chronological order of the games, because I'm just like all over the place. For lack of a better term, I'm going to go with the pop culture reference of I'm schizophrenic with it. I know that that's not technically it, and I'm aware that that's kind of disrespectful to the people who are schizophrenic, but I was using the reference that I'm pretty sure everyone can understand. I wasn't implying anything bad towards schizophrenic patients. And I apologize if anyone took it as such. Just getting that out of the way before I get some angry comments about that. Which would be well warranted if I did not add that little disclaimer. Anyway, enough about psychological disorders. Next time you're saying I'm bipolar about something. And then there's just another one that. No. Yeah, that's the hazard I find with me trying to get all these extra points and such. Is that I get killed trying to do that, and then that really just defeats the entire point of getting the extra points, because the only reason I would be doing that is for the extra life, which I would be sacrificing a lot to get. Oh, for the love of points. Come on. I should stop being such a point whore. That wasn't for the needed bomb so much as I wanted those points and stuff that were falling. And bombing stuck some up to you. Ooh. Okay, that time I actually may have needed to use that. Oh, thank you, badly timed supernatural border. Oh dear. Maybe that wasn't so badly timed after all. That's cheap, firing stuff and just vanishing until you shoot stuff again. I grew to hate Blue White so much in Touhou 9. Oh, and one thing about it, I think I finally figured out how I'm going to work Touhou 9 in the fighting games. Since my beloved Raisin is, I think, in all of those, I'm going to just go through the game on her stories. And if someone puts a comment on anything really of mine saying, hey, I want you to do so-and-so story, I'll do it. But for purposes of not taking 50 Let's Plays to do those, I'm just gonna do it that way. So those probably will be up pretty soon. Definitely by the time anyone's reading this, because I mean, no one watches my videos anyway. I mean, literally, it's sort of sad. I'm like talking like I have a bunch of, I get like 1,000 views per video, but yeah, I'm not even up to 100 on any of them. It's suddenly very sad. Yeah. Note to self, I'm out of bombs. I can't do that again. I hate those ones that sort of go one way and you can't really tell which way they're going until they are going that way, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're going that way. And then you're like, oh crap, I'm going that way too. And then you're like, oh god, ow. And then you're like dead. And then you're like talking like a stereotypical teenage girl. Well, I'm totally on an unrelated, well, I'm about to get an unrelated subject, which I totally forgot I was going to talk about doing that, what was it? Oh yes, I always forget about the prison rivers in this game. I'm like, who's the stage 4 boss? Well, if I think about who's the stage 4 boss, I remember, but if I'm just thinking about who the bosses are in this game, I generally don't remember them. And while I'm thinking about it, is that like the Eye of Providence up there? Something like the thing on the dollar bill, kind of on the pyramid or whatever? Probably not, but I mean, the last time I played this game and noticed that it was right after I played a DS game where you have like time traveling abilities or something about that. If you played the DS game again, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thought I'd say something like that. If they aren't touching the instruments and the instruments are making noise, does that technically count as playing? Just out of curiosity. Oh dear. Or do they just have like little instruments that play themselves? Because that's not the same thing at all. I'm doing better than I usually do, even on... Why did I say something? Why did I say something? As I said before, that's just tempting fate. Oh, I'm 1 point away from getting another life. That's just cruel. Watch me perish before I get that one more point. You know what, I'm not going to even try and risk that. Because, I mean, one thing if I had another life to waste in the process of getting that, but I don't. I would have to use continue, and then that would, whole thing would be moot, and this just seems cheating to use 3-on-1, even if I do still smear them into the dirt face first. Oh my, this is not going to end well. Come on, die. Almost dead, there we go! And there's that extra life, which is likely the last one I'm going to get on this continue, because I'm going to need close to 350 more for those point things before I get my next life. Which, if this were like Yomu's stage, and I was about to be done with it, that would be a different story, because you get a boatload of them in the last stage. I mean, 150 minimum to be sure, in one spot. Where you like just blow up a bunch of guys at the same time, and then Yomu appears and they all get sucked up into you. And the boss of the last stage, as is par for Touhou game, and she is the stage 5 boss. Well, this isn't that bad. As long as pretty much pattern-wise on a bunch of this stuff, all I can say is treat every life as if it were your last. Because I find that I'm a lot more tenacious when I have no more lives left to lose. Like on that Lunatic run I was doing, I got halfway through stage 3 on 1 life. And like then I just did something stupid and did that. And I would have died again if I didn't have some sort of immortality thing. Or not immortality, invincibility. I'm not Mocha, what I'm talking about. Or Kaguya. No. Oh well. I'm doing fairly well if I'm on normal, which I haven't beaten. I won't even think I've beaten on normal modes. I want to say Touhou 6. I would count Touhou 8 since I did that last play and stuff, but technically I didn't beat that because of that weird time thing, which I'm still rather miffed about. Because of all games I've only beaten on easy mode, the one with Raisin actually in there because of the easy mode, then I could almost see her mocking me as I beat that stage. Anyhow, I'm actually I'm going to try to remember to stop the video at my usual places this time as opposed to the last one. So yeah. This has been Contrast, and you have been watching Let's Play Touhou 7 Perfect Cherry Blossom. So, next video I'll be taking on Yomu. I do hope you will be there to watch that, eating some popcorn, maybe cheering me on with a foam finger. I don't know. But anyway, until next time, this has been Conquest. Farewell.